Purple Rain. I was like in 7th grade when this came out. And, you know, it was the biggest thing ever. Everybody loved it. I didn't get to see the movie at first because it was rated R. And I was allowed to see rated R movies. But I had heard a lot about it and was, you know, very interested in it. The summer between I was 7th and 8th grade, our family took a trip to Maui, and we stayed in a condo that belonged to some cousins of ours, and they had pay TV, but like on or Showtime, but it wasn't like totally paid for. It was like scrambled, and I watched to the best I could Purple Rain scrambled, which was good enough because I could see Apollonia purify herself in what she thought was Lake Minnetonka at that end. And I was very, very excited about that. And I knew all the songs and everything as well, so it was like I was still able to watch it. Well, I was able to see they were repeating that often, and so I got up in the middle of the night once so I could watch it again. Specifically, I wanted to catch the scene of Apollonia and the lake of what she thought was Lake Minnetonka. And, well, let's say this young boy became a master of his domain that weekend in that condo in Maui. Dig, if you will, that picture. If any of the Murrays are watching this, I'm sorry you have to know that about your condo. But I don't want to leave you with that bad image in your mind. I've got another Prince story. In 1998, Prince was playing at the Concord Pavilion, East Bay. And there was rumors that he was going to be coming to a late night thing like midnight, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning at Slim's, which is a little club in San Francisco. Me working in the industry at the time, I kind of caught wind of this. But that same day, there was what's known as the Bridge School benefit down in Shoreline, down in Mountain View. And what it is, it's a fundraiser that Neil Young puts on every year. It's a school for special needs kids and whatnot. And it's kind of an acoustic. They do it every year. I don't know if they still do it, but at the time they were doing it every year. And that year, I know like Sarah McLachlan and Fish and REM, and then Neil Young always headlines it, were playing that day. And my upstairs, I lived in a really cool in-law apartment where it was my own apartment. But the people that lived upstairs were cool people that I would hang out with. They were all into Fish and Widespread Panic, and so I would hang out with them quite a bit. And I kind of ran. They were all going down there. A bunch of them were anyway. And so I said, yeah, I'll go down there. So I went down to the Bridge School benefit that day, and ended up microdosing because you don't want to be tripping balls for acoustic REM. But anyway, had a great time and came back that night, and I wasn't all whacked out, but I was still kind of tripping pretty good. And I thought, well, I'm going to go down to Slim's and see what's going on with this Prince thing. And so I get on my motorcycle. I grabbed my Fillmore and Warfield laminates, and it had all some other just garbage stuff that I just have on it. I had this big, hardware around my neck. I threw that on. I had a black leather jacket, my black helmet, and I had this black motorcycle. And so I rode down there, and I don't know what I was thinking, but because I was in the way I was, there was a big crowd outside, and Prince was playing inside. And there was a big line to get in, and then it was like $40 cash, and they were just it was to capacity, so you couldn't get in unless people were coming out, but there was a line, people hoping to get in there. I rode my motorcycle straight up to the front door and parked it right where the front door was, like on the sidewalk. Took off my helmet and unzipped my jacket with all my laminates and just walked right in the door, just like I was like somebody special, that I was some big shot, that I was supposed to be there, and nobody stopped me. And there's no way I would ever do that if I was thinking straight. I wouldn't have the courage to do that, but for some reason that day I just you know what, I'm just gonna fucking. And I get inside, And I'm like, okay, I can't believe I just did that. So I'm inside and it's totally packed, so I can just kind of slip into the crowd. And then, yeah, I saw Prince. It wasn't like a big flamboyant Prince show. He didn't like, it was like a house cover band. He was just playing guitar up there with some other band members, playing like Sly and the Family Stone songs. And I believe it was Shaka Khan. I don't know for sure, but at the time I thought it was Shaka Khan because she looked like Shaka Khan and she had the hair like Shaka Khan. And so she was up there singing along with it. And that, it wasn't like a crazy long night or anything. It was like, it went on for like 45 minutes and that place was hot and sweaty and I had a leather jacket on. So it was like, okay, that was cool. I was able to see that. And then I was kind of like, I'm going to come out to my motorcycle parked right at the front door and but nobody gave a shit. So that was just like, okay, well, I got on my motorcycle and went back home that night and had this kind of like surreal experience that I'm sharing with you now. So Purple Rain gets 18 Jessies, 17 Jeromes.